Here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was waiting for recording in progress for me to start. But there it is. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday night. My name's Amber. I am excited to be your host tonight. So we're going to talk a little bit about ketones, pure therapeutic ketones, how they work, how you can benefit from them. And we're going to hear a few stories. I'm trying to grab a packet right now. From people that are going to talk about how ketones have impacted them personally. So I'm excited to hear them share tonight. But let me introduce myself first. My name's Amber Horn, and I am drinking gummy bear ketones tonight. Let me know in the chat what flavor you're drinking. I am up in Oregon, and I'm actually Zooming on my iPad tonight, which is unusual for me. And I can't see the chat, so that's going to be a problem. Oh, there we go. Loving Ruby Citrus. Okay, awesome. Is that the Ruby Rush, the Black Label Ruby Rush? A lot of people love that one. Okay. No? Okay, so we are excited to hear from Chris and Heidi both tonight. We also get to hear from Nick, who's going to talk a little bit about how to get started for those that are interested in getting started. But I live up in Oregon. I'm a mom of 6, a grandma of 3, and I found this almost 4 years ago. I found it on TikTok randomly. I was looking for a clean energy source, right? And the person that I saw on there was talking about replacing his energy drink, Monster Ultra, with ketones. And that was really intriguing for me because I had an addiction to Monster Ultra. I was spending a lot of time in bed. I was exhausted. I was 100 pounds more than I am right now. And I wasn't doing well. And I thought I would try one more thing. And since I started drinking ketones, everything has changed for me. I thought that I was just getting a clean, healthy energy source that would change my life. But so much more has transpired since I said yes to this drink. And I'm going to kind of sprinkle it in a little bit tonight as I host, as we talk about different things. And we have a slide presentation that I'm going to go ahead and share now. So it'll take me like maybe 5 seconds to get it up and going. So let me share my screen. But thank you for coming, guys. We appreciate you being on and being open to something new and exciting. Can you see it, Nick? Can you see the screen share?
There you go. There, now I can. You're all set.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's talk about Pruvit. Let's talk about ketones and let's talk about all the things. So we've got this little slideshow here. What are ketones? Why do you want them? Why is everybody drinking them and getting amazing results? So our Keto OS is the only exogenous ketones in the world. They're actually identical to what your body makes when you do a keto diet, except for you don't have to do the keto diet. Because it's bioidentical, your body doesn't know the difference between producing them, forcing your body to make ketones, or drinking them from an exogenous or an outside source. So it was developed by the Department of Defense for the Navy SEALs, formulated by doctors, it's backed by science. Everybody could benefit from drinking ketones from womb to tomb. We know that babies are born in a state of ketosis. We know that mother's breast milk has ketones in it. So it is actually putting our bodies back into its native state, and running on glucose for so many years and experiencing like all that brain fog and exhaustion and frustration. And you will notice a difference when your body is running on ketones. It's amazing. So what are the benefits? I want to hear from you. What benefits are you experiencing from drinking ketones? If you have experienced fat loss, go ahead and drop it in the comments. But let me just kind of go over some of the benefits, and hopefully I can see in the comments. Maybe I can. Nick loves the energy and muscle gain. I can't see the chat, so I'm just going to keep going. Fat loss, energy, mood. So kind of what happens is your body starts feeling better. You start getting more energy. You start having less appetite. You just start feeling better. Your mood's improved. You're sleeping better. And all of a sudden, you find yourself making healthier lifestyle choices. And if you are looking to lose weight, ketones are a great way, but it's not just about fat loss. It's also about energy, about your mood, about your better sleep. And like Nick said, he started drinking ketones to gain muscle. He wanted to burn fat and gain muscle, and that's definitely a tool to do that. Okay, so we have a few people that are going to share tonight. And I was going to ask Chris if he could come off mute and kind of share his experience drinking ketones. Chris cannot unmute, Nick. Okay.
There we go. That's
there we
better. Go. Hey guys, my name is Chris Fulbright. I am 44. I'm married. I have two daughters, a 20-year-old and a 15-year-old, Kylie and Danica. I live in Janesville, Wisconsin. I've been drinking ketones for about 2 years now. So before I found ketones, I was to a point where I really had no energy anymore. I would never guess that at 43 at that time, well, 42 at that time, actually, I was completely exhausted. Wake up completely gassed, in a brain fog. Not only could I not focus, but I could barely wake up enough to function at my day job. I'd constantly be looking for energy drinks, energy shots, anything caffeinated or sugar, just to push me through the day. Even if it did work, I'd be crashing by like 2 o'clock. And by time my job got done at 5 o'clock, nothing left for my family, my two daughters and my wife. So knowing how important it was to get exercise, I would push myself every day to get exercise and get some cardio and some strength building in. But the next day I'd pay for it because I'd be completely sore and exhausted. Since drinking ketones, things have changed a lot. I wake up in the morning looking forward to the day. I drink my ketones 30 minutes later. I'm ready to go. All day sustained energy, no jitters, no crashes. My mental clarity and focus is phenomenal. In fact, my performance at my day job has increased tenfold. I'm much less sore every morning when I wake up. Some days not even sore at all after working out. The very best thing about it, though, for me always is that now I can finally have that energy and that good quality time with my family, so I can spend my best amount of time with my family, the most important people in my life. So moving forward, I'm just so excited to share this with anyone who will listen to me, because honestly, if they can get some of the benefits I did, it's really worth it. I truly love to see people on like the best version of themselves. Some of the things that I've seen also with this are a couple different things. Last year, my big goal was muscle gain, and found some measurements from a couple of years ago, just did them again, actually about 6 months ago, and I gained 11 total inches of muscle mass with the muscle preservation and strength building of what ketones can do. Also, just recently, a lot of people like to talk about fat loss, and I actually wanted to see what I could do. So in the last 8 weeks, I've actually dropped 20 pounds of body fat, which I've never done in my life, and I thought was pretty incredible. So anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for letting me share, and hope you all have a great day.
Chris, that's amazing. I had not heard that in the last 6 weeks. 20 pounds of fat and 11 to 12 pounds of muscle gain. I mean, that is, I can only imagine that your body's completely transformed, and your clothes are probably fitting much differently, and you're just thriving. So I love that. Thank you for sharing your story. I always appreciate hearing it, because I love the fact that, like, when you come home from work and you've been working hard all day, like, you want to spend time with your family. And I love that about Nick's story too. And just getting that energy that you'd been lacking for so long to be able to perform at home after performing all day in the workplace. So thank you for sharing, Chris. And then I would love it if Heidi could come off mute and share a little bit about her story. We have some more unique stories here tonight, people that have experienced ketones in a little bit different way than the traditional, all right, I'm here for fat loss. These both of them have incredible journeys and stories to share. And I'm really excited for Heidi to have that opportunity as well. So Heidi, if you could come off mute and share with us, that would be awesome.
Absolutely. Hey, everybody. I'm Heidi Emery. I'm from Burleson, Texas, and I have been drinking ketones for a little over 2 months now. And I said to share a fun fact, I have bungee jumped 2 times in my life in my 20s. So stupid, I don't know. But I did. I would never do that now. I am 59 years old and years young. And before ketones, I will say that I was not sleeping well. I was really suffering from grief, depression, anxiety, anxious feelings, just really unhappy and searching for something. And since starting ketones, I can say the way I describe this to everybody is my favorite benefit is that when I drink my ketones, I wake up after sleeping wonderful. And it's like when I drink them, the ketones push away the grief, the depression, the anxiety, all of those feelings, and it just allows the joy to come shining through. And I found my smile again, which for me is the best gift of all. I have lost some weight. I've lost 23 pounds and 38 inches. So it does work as far as me not munching and all of the things. And that's fantastic. But for me, is just a state of mind that I have again, which I love. And so does my husband. And then for the future, what I'm most looking forward to is growing a team, but I'm super excited about this opportunity with the Keto Academy so that I can learn about all the things that are going on in here that I don't know about, all of the science and all of those things, because that's what I really think that is exciting, that it's going to help me from 59 forward live the best life that I can. And I want to be able to express that to other people by what I learned. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Heidi, for sharing. I hadn't heard your full story yet, but I didn't know about the bungee jumping, and no amount of ketones is going to get me to bungee jump. That is insane. Twice in your 20s. Good for you. That's awesome. I love what you said. I wrote down a few things. One is you found your smile, and the ketones have allowed you to bring joy back into your life. And I just love that. I've never heard anyone describe drinking ketones as them allowing joy back into your life. And I think that is so true for so many people. We all are struggling with different things, and just having more oxygen in your brain, right? That's the science behind why you feel better, why you're in a better mood. And it's just awesome. You all need to experience it if you haven't yet, and you'll know what we're talking about. So another thing that Heidi brought up was Keto Academy. That is Monday and Tuesday night. It is an event that we do a couple times a year, and it is our doctors and scientists coming on and doing a presentation for us on the latest findings in ketones. So Dr. Ryan Lowry, Dr. Andy, I can't pronounce her last name, and Dr. Jacob Wilson, all three of them are very, very well known in the keto space, in the exogenous ketone space. Dr. Andy specifically with females and hormones and any type of issues that they might have. And so they're going to talk to us Monday and Tuesday night. If you want to go to that, go ahead and get back to whoever invited you to this call, and they will give you the information that you need. So anyways, we are going to go back to our slideshow. Thank you so much, Chris and Heidi, for sharing, and talk a little bit about how to get started. And Nick is going to help us out with that. So Nick, if you want to just come off mute and share your story first, that'd be awesome.
Of course. What's happening, everybody? My name is Nick Martinez. I live out in Minnesota. I've been drinking and sharing ketones for the last 9 years. It'll be 9 years September 1st, which is crazy. I used to be a full-time airline pilot with Delta. I was actually introduced to ketones by a flight attendant who said, Nick, I found something that's going to change your life. It's going to change the world. You have to do this with me. And she and her husband were good friends of mine. They had been in ketosis through the diet a couple years prior, never maintained it, but remembered how great they felt when they had ketones present. And she was introduced to a drink by somebody on Facebook. She drank one, had a 1 serving experience, meaning her brain lit up. She had this energy. She had this euphoric feeling, kind of like what you've described tonight, or you've heard tonight. And she just knew, like, this was it. Well, that was 9 years ago. I jumped in with both feet. I became a promoter. I'm going to show you some different options here to get started in a second, and you get to choose whatever option's best for you. For some reason, I knew that if this was what she said it was going to help a lot of people. We could create a business with it, have some fun, and at the same time, create a really cool community. And I figured, what the heck? What did I have to lose? But maybe a couple pounds of body fat and some bad sleep. So here we are 9 years later. I started drinking it, went from being tired all the time to having energy when I came home from my trips instead of dragging and watching my 2-year-old from my napping position on the floor. She just turned 11 on Sunday. and I wasn't craving junk on the road. I went from eating just anything that I could to not being hungry and being able to wait for the appropriate meal times or wait until there was great food options while traveling. And it just changed me. And then at the same time, I became the keto crack dealer at the airline. I was dealing white magical powder. Pilots were asking me, "What's in your bottle?" I'd say, "Oh, it's ketones. Are you drinking this yet?" They say, "No. How do I try it?" I give them a pack to try. Next thing I know, they're buying 5 or buying 10 from my suitcase. And then they're calling me on their days off. "How do I get more of this stuff? I need some." And they'd order through the website. I started building a keto crack business. I'd drop, packets in their V files when they're running out. They're dropping envelopes of cash into mine. And it just, I realized very quickly that I had my hands on something magical and knew that if I shared this, we could help a ton of people and at the same time create a really cool business. So I want to take a couple minutes and just go through the different options to get started. You might be sitting here right now thinking, well, I've never tried it before. Well, there's definitely options for you, like jump in, get some ketones. You might also be thinking, hey, I know my mom needs this, my dad needs this, my sister needs this, my neighbor needs this. We have options for you to share as well and actually get rewarded for introducing it to people. So let me go back to this presentation here. View. There we go. So how can you start? Well, at the end of the day, there's actually 4 different options for you to start. One is as a customer, and we recommend becoming a VIP customer. That gives you a discount. It's our best pricing. It's a monthly subscription program that you can modify. It's kind of like Amazon Subscribe and Save. You get a discount. Modify, you can cancel it anytime. You can change the products at any time. And we have a 3 for free program, meaning if you refer 3 friends, that mom, the dad, the sister, and they order on a monthly basis like you do, you can actually start getting your ketones for free. And just in our community, like the people that are represented on this Zoom here, we have like over 300 people that get free ketones every single month, which is amazing. We also have the ability for you to be an affiliate. And as an affiliate, which is kind of cool, you have the ability to share ketones and get paid, right? And as you refer people, you actually get a percentage of sales. You get 50% of the commissionable value. You get about $40 per box. And if you sell some of our bundles, you get a higher commission. And the neat thing with this is not just one time, it's ongoing. So if you're somebody that's sitting here thinking, hey, I'd love to have a side income. I heard a statistic the other day that something like 38% of America has a side business or a second job. Whether it's Uber, Instacart, you name it, people are looking for ways to create extra money. And the neat thing with this is you're helping people achieve great health, and at the same time, it's residual in nature, meaning you're going to have customers that you introduce this to, or some friends that you introduce this to, and next thing you know, a year later, 2 years later, you're getting paid every time that they order ketones. So that aspect is really, really valuable. Now, beyond the affiliate program, we do have a promoter program, and this is for somebody that says, "Hey, I don't just want to earn an extra, $3, $4, $500 a month. I'd love to earn an extra 1,000, or an extra 5,000, or an extra $10,000 a month, and create like a real sustainable business." And this program allows you to earn our startup bonuses. There's a monthly car bonus. We have leadership bonus. We have an incentive trip that you get to earn. We do those once or twice a year. We're going on a cruise to the Bahamas here in October. And then you get special access to our discounted kind of bulk priced trial builder packs, which help you kind of launch your business. So 6 boxes, you end up getting 30% off with the max. It's $558. The mega is $1,000 and you're getting 36% off. And the goal of this product is to get it into people's hands. We have systems that you get to plug into. We have training where we teach you how to sample the product, kind of like I learned to do just naturally through flying, and guys were wanting to try it. So I would sell them product out of my suitcase. Well, you get to sell 5 or sell 10 servings, and you actually cover your costs very quickly. And we teach you how to make sure that you have that initial investment back in just the first couple of weeks. And the only cost to be a promoter is $49, and it's an annual fee. So it's free to become an affiliate. It's $49 annually to be a promoter. Not much to start what could literally be a multi-million-dollar business if this is something that you put your mind to and really focus on. Now, this kind of just shows you some different options to get started as a customer, whether you want to start with our Curious bundle, and you get a really cool discount with this if you set up the subscribe and save. We have a 30 serving option if you're ready to, like, if you're really excited and ready to jump in. We even have an all-in option, which if you want to really take your own, personal health to the next level, this is a great option. So whether you want to start as a customer or an affiliate, remember it's free to be an affiliate. One of these options is great. As far as becoming a promoter, like I mentioned, we have the trial builder or the mega or the max. And then the final option here is really cool. This is for somebody that says, hey, I want to maximize my knowledge. I want to learn as much as possible how the products work. I want to fully understand it. And I want to maximize the income opportunity. As a certified coach, you get paid to really just support and coach your community to the best health of their life and to their better. And this program we just launched back in May. It's incredible. And it really is a great way for people to start. So you just have to choose, like, what's the best fit for you? Are you going to start as a customer and possibly get your ketones for free by referring a few? Do you want to earn some extra money every month as an affiliate? Do you want to join us as a promoter and really start creating a side business that could potentially out earn your job? Or do you want to jump in and truly create something, truly coach, truly take your knowledge and your ability to impact people to the next level? Those are the different options with Pruvit, and I recommend that you just pick the one that's best for you. So, Amber, with that, I will turn it back to you.
Awesome. Can you hear me okay? Thank
Yes.
you so much, Nick. Awesome. I love how you became the ketone crack dealer. I'm sure there's many people on this call that have experienced that. And that's kind of what happens when you start drinking ketones. People notice, people ask about it, and pretty soon you find yourself being the ketone crack dealer in your area because everyone's asking you about it. So people need ketones, people want ketones, everyone benefits from ketones. And that's the beauty of Pruvit, is just having a product that truly impacts and changes lives. And we want you to be a part of this, however works best for you. We want you to get in where you fit in. If that is a VIP customer, if that's an affiliate, if that's a promoter, if that's a coach. Nick did an awesome job of explaining each one of those options. So we're just excited to see kind of what works best for you and how we can support you on your journey here at Pruvit. So with that, I'm going to say goodnight, and we will talk to y'all next week.